the Paragon City podcast or the City of Heroes Sit Down, which are two other podcasts that I've run. This is the Paragon Live Podcast because this is all happening live. You can see I'm getting a little fortune buff here, and I'm sitting here hanging out with some stuff that you guys may have seen before, may not have seen before. It depends if you spend much time on the Thunderspy Gaming server or if you have tried out the alternative servers at all. I'm going to link in the chat all of the information that you guys need, and down in the description of the video you guys will see that information as well. But fear not, we have lots of bells and whistles coming at you today for you to post out of your City of Heroes experience. And we're also going to be taking a look at the article that I wrote on the community website. So that has even more information about what you guys can find on the Thunderspy Gaming server. There's the most new costume pieces of any City of Heroes server. Not the most new power sets, but they do have new powers. They have some new classes and other things that we're going to be able to look at today. It's going to be really cool, and it's going to give us a good idea as to what the Thunderspy Gaming server has to offer. There are also even more changes to active powers. So we see here there's changes to how empathy works. There are changes to how different shields that you cast are also going to affect you, not just the person that you're casting it on. The sonic manipulation powers, sonic resonance powers that you guys are looking at now have rock theme alternative sound effects when they go off. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you guys that today, but we'll definitely try. So there's lots of cool things. And right now I'm just sending the last link out to everybody so that people know that the stream is going on right now. And thank you guys for showing up. We're going to be doing this every Tuesday from 1 o'clock p.m. PST until probably about 3 p.m. So about 2 hours we're going to go looking at a new server every single week that we do this. It's going to be really cool. Oh, I missed a picture there on the electric blast. A couple things didn't load, but that's just the way that it goes when trying to get this all done in a time that ready for you guys by the next week. So I'm going to be changing these scenes, updating things. You guys are going to be learning a lot about the different servers just from being around on my channel. And I think the last thing I need to send is this. And now we're ready to start playing for real. So on my character, this is the SPJimmy fan club, and we have some other Thunderspyists, some other Thundersprites, because they have the 6-inch tall costume. It's actually, oh, they're moving out of the way. It's kind of hard to see people who have such small costumes if you don't have a small costume, but I might be able to adjust the angle there. Look at that. That person is about 6 inches tall, Dogma 1 there. And they have another costume that they might switch to later, was a bit bigger. And they're showing a lot of the insect costume pieces, so we'll get to look at those in the character creator at some point. We also have Moa Metal here. We have Sensations, a blaster hanging out with us. There were changes to how Assault Rifle works recently. There's changes to a lot of things. Good quality of life that makes City of Heroes not, like, easier, but better. I will say I miss a lot of the quality of life things on the Thunderspy Gaming server when I go to other servers and I'm not necessarily just playing here. There's the other big one. Okay, so Dogma ups his costume, and we can see he has the scythe hands. Those are insect pieces like praying mantis hands. He has the bumblebee butt tail, and also the 1960s Arachnos headpiece. Those are an ear detail that can actually spread to the entire body. Pretty cool costumes. And we got more people hanging out. It's a very lively server. One of the biggest alternative servers in terms of active players, and not just at peak hours of the day. Oh look, it's Bubble Wrap disguised as a recycling can. Bubble Wrap, and I might name drop a few more people, not to confuse people as to what's going on, but a lot of what you're seeing today was made by Bubble Wrap. Not all of it, but a good amount. I think Bubble Wrap is like the lead designer in terms of the costume pieces. But there's also Orange Blue Hue, and there's Yikes, and there's Paco, and I think those are the main ones, but there's probably a couple more people who have been contributing to the costume pieces. Aleph Red is another. He did the custom emblem, chest piece emblem pack that we'll get to look at today in a little bit too. So it's a really cool community of people. You guys should definitely jump in and see what that's all about. And I think I'm going to link in the chat right now all of the information that you guys need to create your accounts. And I don't know if I'm going to be joining the Discord chat. I might hop into there, but that would mess with my music settings and a couple other things that I have. And I like the look of today's... Oh, that's too long. I like the look of today's scenes a lot. All right, let me send you guys the last link, and then we're gonna go into the character creator because that's where a lot of the Thunderspy changes have taken place, and then we'll get to do some gameplay after that. And I have some characters that I am excited to show you guys because I've made a lot of costumes. I have a lot of Thunderspy characters. Oops. And the folks in chat should now have all of the links that you guys need to get started and playing. Okay. We got a good turnout today. I'll be back in a little bit. Look at character creator, and then we'll get a team going. So let's switch off. And wow. Oh, I clicked a button. And this should work pretty quickly. I made some updates to my hardware, increased the RAM a bit, and some other things because a nice streamer named Omnar Goldmane sent me some equipment, so thank you to him, and he might show up today. I let him know that I was streaming. And if we get any other streamers or people who want to hop in the chat, go ahead and say hello, and you can even hop in the Discord eventually when we get to that. Let's see, these are kind of older characters, and I was also going to get rid of this info, just so that it doesn't cover everything we're looking at. Perfect. Let's see, do I have any good ones here before I show you guys? This is my Fallout guy, my Wastelander. He has an alternative costume that is a super mutant with chest pieces and other cool stuff that you might not have seen yet. This is the TV head. That is a hat option you can have. That's from the Lost. You can have dual auras, so this guy actually has like 5 auras going, because you can also have, in addition to 2 auras, in a general sense, you can also have one specifically for each hand, so that's 2, and then one specifically for your chest. This guy has 5 auras going on right now. My gigantic 12-foot tall characters, some of them are even off the screen because of how tall they are, so we'll see the height scaling. This is my Joe Exotic character, because I was into Tiger King back when I made him. He actually has the new... No, he doesn't have the new chest. Yeah, he does. He has a Freedom Phalanx chest piece that wraps around the legs there. That's one of the NPC costume parts that Thunderspy brought in. Here's a Bumblebee one. That's one of Aleph Red's costumes. And what people do is they will right-click their launcher, whatever sweet tea or cream soda or tequila, whatever you're using, and open your costumes file, and you can drag and drop your costume file to me right through Discord, and I will put it in a video. I've put a lot of these in music videos, or I've done quick clips that I will put out onto Twitter when I was showing off all of the different animations and things like that. I have a King of the Hill Mastermind. I actually put out 2 videos. One is like a couple minutes long. The other one's a highlight that's just like a minute and a half. So he has like Dale and Boomhauer and Bill as his pets. We have super tall ones. Ironhead is just a head, and then each of his pets is like a glove or the legs that comes to fight with him. It's all the pieces of Iron Man's armor that come together. Some of these are just, I was trying out stuff. This guy's even a little bit too tall. He's probably like, what, 10 feet tall? He's a little bit below the max height. But he has the Shivan arms and hands. You can have a torso. He has the head too. He's a constellation. His name is Star Trooper, but he's a constellation cop. And you can actually have the whole body be Shivan if you wanted that. This is Mage Hand. He's just a hand. That everything else is invisible because you have invisible costume pieces. So he holds a broom. He's a staff. He's actually a staff defender because they have melee defenders. This is super ass. Maybe we'll play super ass. I really like him. He's a martial arts scrapper, so he just does the kicks. I only take the kick abilities. He has a cape on his butt, and I like him a lot. It's one of my favorites. The Underground, I'll show you guys him too. He moves around, and it makes like this really cool... He's just a path aura. Everything else is invisible, and I actually put him in a dedicated music video too. Soccer Coach Jimmy, because we want to have soccer games on the Thunderspy server. You do a melee defender, and you do kinetics for repel, and then your secondary is... They don't have martial arts, they actually have martial assault, but it works out because you get the kicks and stuff too. And really, we just use repel, and then I have an area we have for 2 goalposts in the middle of the street, and it's flat, and we just knock them around. So if anybody wants to play soccer, you can hit me up. And I tried to make a gravity controller. It didn't work. The repel pet. I tried to customize the pet because on Thunderspy you can customize any nameable pet in the game, not just Mastermind pets. And the only problem with that was the Singularity pet from Gravity Control has this thing where the costume's invisible anyway, so it was only still showing the repel effect. It wasn't quite what I wanted. I wanted like an extra player to fight against Putrid, who's all the way tall. You guys can't even see how big he is. He has a great costume. That's my purse because I needed Bobby for the King of the Hill video. I made a Deadpool for animations to show Pale Blades, which is another new power set specifically for tankers, and then Madame Leota from the Disney's The Haunted Mansion, and she has the tarot cards flipping around her and is just a floating head in a crystal ball with everything else invisible. So let's take a minute and let's look at the character creator and some of the new powers and archetypes and things that we can get. There's a lot to talk about, so it's like, do I go through powers first? Do I do costumes first? Let's do costumes first, and then we'll talk about some of the new stuff. So depending on which body type you get, almost everything is available across the body types. Females can have freak show body parts, but what female models can't have is the freak show torso. So the bigger your model gets, the more freak show costume pieces you have available, and that's the only one that sort of changes depending on your model. Everything else that's new should be available to everything. And this is the height scaling that we were talking about earlier, where you can be up to 12 feet tall or 6 inches small. Up to you. So let's go huge, just so I can show you guys the most. And if I click random a couple times, you might even just get an idea of what CoH has, what the new costume pieces and development have been, and this has all been done for free. Nobody on the Thunderspy, none of the devs are getting paid. They're not asking for crazy amounts of donations or anything to get this done. So we have like skittering skulls across the bottom. That's one of the new auras that they have. Some freak show pieces. There's eyeballs. These eyeballs can actually be, you can have like a low amount of them, a high amount of them. You can do their position lower or higher. So you have many eyeballs, medium eyeballs, or a few eyeballs. You could even have your own head be an eyeball. I think, what's the floating one? Floating heads? These are cool. They added a lot to the floating heads. So you can have, those are old. You can have a Ruluru eye, different colors. You can have an eyeball, so you could be like just a big eye guy. There's even more. You could do a double eye aura. If that's what you wanted. You could have high and low eyes. There's a bat can be your head. I think there's like a fish. Actually, you gotta go back to animals. Oh, creatures. So we have, there's the bat. We had crystal, butterfly, fish. You can even put the fish in the think tank and have him be in water, if that's what you want. There are skittering Arachnobot spiderlings that you can have as an aura. So if I switch, I think it's spiderling. They'll crawl around. I could have a big little spider head and big spiders crawling around. I could even have double spiders. And just a crazy amount. Let's keep it going. Are we gonna get anything else cool? I'll make my own. Let me show you guys. I'm just gonna pick as many new things as I can. Okay. I could even turn everything invisible if I want to. So what you do is you go back from the initial stuff and you'll see the new things. So that is like the new insect head model. There's the invisible one. We have transparent, which is I think 50% translucency, and then Shivan, which is like a gooey effect. Let's go full invis on this. We could go to ears and see the 1960s Arachnus pieces. Not under ears? Used to be. Let me even go to hats, because I want to show you guys. They have new hats. The TV box we saw earlier. I thought they had more than that. Maybe that's the only one for now. They have new hair pieces. If I go to standard and go to hair. This is a new one, I'm pretty sure. This was made by Yikes. I think they were both made by Yikes. We used to make hats for Team Fortress 2. So those are two of the new hair pieces. And then we have new detail slots. Detail slot 1, you can have 2. So I could have 2 sets of glasses. So it's like put something here. And then I have a second detail 1 slot. So I could do like 3D glasses, something new. Change the colors a little bit so you guys can see it better. A lot of new details they added. Some of these are from the insect costume pack, and some of them are just cool models that they made. Spiked glasses. You could be the skull. So that's the other thing, is when you go invisible, you can see your skull and cool things like that. So let me change the color. You guys can see the skull. And I'm going to get rid of the chest. I'll go invisible. Oh, sorry, that's the new Freedom Corp. You have Freedom Corp top and bottom. There's the insect costume piece. There's invisible, transparent, Shivan. All the cool costume options there. And then you go down to there's 2 chest details. You go to the second chest detail. That's where your skeleton is. Look at that. I could even do this detail. Let's do something new. Now he's a skeleton with like a nurse skeleton. All new stuff. And we noticed that the bones aren't quite connecting to the hands, so let's fix that. We'll go to our left glove. Oh, sorry, you go slightly down. So from left glove and right glove, it's actually the lower left arm detail is the option, and lower right arm detail. And then I can still adjust my colors, and I can make them different colors. You could have like a green arm, left glove. So I can make these gloves disappear too. We got some new gloves though. We have the IDF Heavy Gauntlet. We have a Mega Man blaster, and you can see the skeleton arm actually does go in the side there because I added it to the hands. Both hands don't need to be skeletons, but they can be. There's the insect scythe. The little skeleton hand shows up through that. Shivan, the rotted zombie bone. But I could even just go full invisible. We have some new belts. This is the IDF Heavy Belt, Insect Belt, and then you can also have more insect arms. I think it's the next one. One of the body types has more insect arms. Oh, it's under chest detail. Oh, I changed my skeleton. This chest detail. Oh, I can color it. That's how you color it. Okay. I have trash cans on my shoulders. These are from the Lost. I could have tires. Omnar's in the chat. What's up, dude? Make it to the Thunderspy Discord, and we'll do a stream together in a little bit. I'll hop in the chat once I get going, if more people want to come play. Yeah, he says, congrats on making 1,000 subs. Thank you. I have 1,005 right now, I think. So I'm waiting. I have to wait 30 days for YouTube to make me a partner. And it'll work. I have a stop sign here. I could tint it if I wanted to change the color. Pretty cool, actually. What else we got? We have a yield sign, also from the Lost. It looks really good on the heavy model. I think it lines up well. You can have a Ruluru eye in the center of your chest. That's freaky. You could even like take off the head and just be an eye guy. Look at that. That's IDF heavy armor. I think you could already have that. Oh yeah, look at that. You could even have the artillery backpack. That's pretty sick. You could have that backpack without the heavy armor, I thought. Or maybe you do need it. There's the extra insect arms, which would line up if my body wasn't invisible right now. You can see that's the actual insect model that they're supposed to go with, but it works with anything. And then I'll just go invisible here too. Keep it nice and easy. I can also add the skeleton to the lower left and right leg, and then the upper left and right leg should have this option available. Come on. Sometimes it does this, and I have to like log into the character and then go to character creator would fix it, but that's okay. Let's do something a little different for the base. Or what might even work is if I go to kilts. Doesn't want to give me it right now, but that's okay. And then for boots, you can see we could have like freak show legs. Actually, if I go armored, I could even have full freak show legs. Tintable, regular color. I don't know why I have those extra arm sights. Oh, there's the little hands you could have too, not just scythes. 6 extra arms. A real bug. I don't know, I'm kind of digging that IDF heavy one. Where'd that go? Oh, there's extra packs on your back? Let's look at these. They all kind of look the same. I'll just take one. It's like... That's crazy looking. Alright, let's change the color on this thing. Yeah, it kind of blends in a little better. You know, I should show you guys too. Oh, did I show you all the new chess pieces? I think I just did. Yeah, I showed you all the new ones. Okay, good. Want those big shoulders to come out, especially when he's fighting. He just kind of destroy. Oh, that's so cool. No new weapons, as far as I know, but they are being worked on. They're working on an anchor for Titan weapons. You could swing an anchor, or it might just be a costume piece. They're working on having holstered guns in your holsters that would hold up your pants. It's gonna be kind of cool. And then I could have 2 auras, and like we were saying earlier, down here on the left glove, if I wasn't invisible, I can have my aura down here and then select a specific aura for each hand. And those colors, oh god, I didn't even show you guys the colors yet. Look at this. Look at all these colors you can pick on the right. Ah! Bubble Wrap made those. Remember, we saw him standing under Atlas earlier. So you can pick your color, you can choose certain colors with the eyedrop picker, save them, move them around. Thousands of color options, all the different hues and brightness effects. You could use any of those. Like a nice light pink. Amazing. Completely changes the game. And so what happens is Thunderspy players tend to have the best costumes. I'm sorry to say. They really do. They go above and beyond with the costume creator. Let's pick something else new. Yeah, I just use the legs. So, that's a lot of fun. Alright, so let's look at some of the new other stuff. Actually, I have oh, I don't have my costume saved on this computer, otherwise I would show you guys other ones people have sent to me. Changes to powers. Notable changes that I'll bring up. Now, I might miss something here or there, but I'm going to give you guys as much information as I have, because I talked to everybody in the know, not just across the servers, but specifically Thunderspy. I talked to every developer. I don't think there's a single power set developer or GM that I haven't at least spoken to or am aware of them. Yeah, I know everybody. Some of them have even left. So I made one talking about pirates for Masterminds. The guy working on that is doing other stuff right now, so that's not going to come out for a while. And a couple little things like that, so we'll get to that as we come to it. So big changes for blasters. Assault rifle got some cool changes. It now has a, oh god, how do you say, flamethrower or ignite was changed. It looks like they messed up the names. It says Arden. It's supposed to be napalm or something like that, where now the flamethrower also makes an ignite patch on your enemy and burns anyone who stays there. That's a huge change. That makes our assault rifle so much better. And then they also scaled a lot of stuff and made the powers work better. I think those are the only new powers. Oh yeah, and then there's Temporal Manipulation, which is like time manipulation, but better. And you can see that with powers like Be Gone. With but a whim, you can banish your foe into their past or future, and then back to the present. This process disorients them and leaves them exposed to further assault. And there's just a few differences between what you would see in time manipulation versus temporal manipulation, but it does have radiation manipulation that they put in here. And you can see some of the icons, like this has metabolic aura, which should be accelerate metabolism if this was a radiation secondary, but they changed the name there. Maybe it has a slightly different effect. You get choking cloud, some other cool crossovers of powers there, some power proliferation. Controllers all get their pets at level 1. And like I was saying before, you can customize any of these pets. Fire imps, you can customize. The only thing is, they'll keep the aura of whatever they are. So like if I customize Jack Frost here, he's going to have ice around his costume. So I would just have to keep that in mind. Illusion control, you can customize all of them. Mind control has gotten some changes in how telekinesis works and to make it just a little bit more viable. As well as the order being changed and how you get powers. And it looks like maybe a power was taken out completely. No, everything's there. Wind control, so you summon a vortex, a big tornado to follow you around. Some other servers have wind control too. Certain powers like wind control and water control, because water control gets bounced around different servers and stuff. You also have the archetype Primalist, which just came here. These are community created powers and archetypes. So Primalist is actually on a couple other servers. You basically transform like you would if you were a Peacebringer. You go to your Hunter form, which is a wolf, and then your Prowler form, which is a Panther. And you're going to be doing different buffs. Oh, they actually changed that too. Okay, we'll talk about that. You do different buffs depending on if you're in human form, wolf form, or your Panther form. But you can use all of the powers regardless of what form you're in. So that's the difference between this and Peacebringer. I think there might... I don't know if maybe the forms come with their own specific power or two, but you can use all the powers. And specific to Thunderspy, this Direwolf model that you're seeing is not the usual model for the Hunter form in the Primalist. It's usually the smaller wolf that you would summon. So I think the devs here on Thunderspy made this specifically to the Direwolf model. That's pretty cool. I've never been the big Direwolf before. And then, okay, so back up to the top. We have, for defenders, there are melee defenders. So you go down to the bottom here. So you have all your blasts up on top. And then as you get down, fiery combat and icy combat are defender-specific sets that are a combination of like the assault sets. And they have more powers because of that. But it gives you a wider range of utility and usefulness than just Fire Blast or Ice Blast would. Same with... where is it? Martial Assault they did instead of... or sorry, Martial Combat instead of Martial Arts. Because it just didn't quite make sense for defenders in how the kicks and everything work. You wanted a little bit of ranged in there too. So I think that was their reason they wanted to do the Martial Combat. Hey, we got people in chat. What's up, Blade Master? Omnar says he'll be on around 7 Eastern. I'll probably be gone by then. But next time, we'll do another stream together. I'm going to do this every week at every Tuesday at 1 o'clock p.m. until about 3 o'clock. We'll go for about 2 hours. So looking down all the blasts, and then you could have Holy Light, which will heal people around you as you do your attacks. I had to pick a primary. And they look a lot like the Peacebringer abilities, but they have these cool effects that make a big burst, and then that's how your people around you get healed. The AoEs heal people around you. Everything heals people around you, I'm pretty sure. You could even customize your pet. And then Claws, Dual Blades, Street Justice, War Mace, Thorny Combat, Earth Combat. So you can see these are also a little bit changed from just spines and earth. You don't get quills, it looks like, so you couldn't do like kinetics quills. That wouldn't work. I think that's probably why they swapped some of these for combat instead of the straight up melee version. Not defenders. Scrappers don't actually have the specific changes that tankers get, so we'll look at them next. Organic armor here is just a placeholder. They're trying to make bio armor better. It's the same power set, they're just using that to adjust how it works to make it not the most powerful all the time and to make it have more sense. So if you roll a tanker, you can get sacred armor, which as long as you are maintaining contact with the ground, you, like, not flying, basically, you will get extra buffs from your armors and make them more effective. And we see that it is basically puts plants and vines around you. You can have big vines whipping around hitting everybody, but you want to keep yourself planted on the ground for that. And then Pale Blades here, which is also a tanker exclusive, will give you a toxic bonus damage to all of the abilities that you're using, and it doesn't use a combo system like other dual blades would. So it's more effective, and you're getting toxic damage, which not a lot of power sets have. And for every other person near you who uses Pale Blades, you will get a bonus to the toxic damage you deal, and so will they also get a bonus. So it helps to have more Pale Blade users in the same group together. There's also Hard Life, which is the third and last tanker exclusive. It is an NPC shotgun model, and most of the powers, aside from the sucker punch there where you hit him with the butt of the gun, are the same animation because they're just taken from the NPCs. But this is really interesting because it gives you a tanker who has a medium ranged secondary, so you don't have to run into melee combat right up on the guy every single time. You can actually apply your Gauntlet effect from range, and there's some good buckshot cones, frag 12 grenades, so you can shoot. I don't know where that grenade comes from on the base of the shotgun. But Hard Life is really good as a secondary. And for most of the classes, except for the epics and stalkers, everything else can pick the second power on your secondary list at character creation. So if I make a controller and I go Darkness Affinity, I can take Tar Pitch and skip Twilight Grasp. I probably wouldn't do that, but I can skip Personal Force Field and go straight to Deflection Shield, which is a good reason to be able to take the secondary power. So any class besides Peacebringer, Warshade, Widow, Soldier, and Stalker, any other class can do that. Peacebringers and Warshades, Peacebringers actually do have a difference. On the Thunderspy server, your dwarf form can keep the toggle shields on, and I have a Peacebringer to try it. So if you have like the 3 different shields from your secondary and you switch to dwarf form, those will stay on: Shining Shield, Thermal Shield, and Quantum Shield. They do not break. They do break if you go to the squid form, but in dwarf form they stay. And there have been balance changes for everything so far, so I might not mention all of the changes, but I know Warshades are supposed to work a bit better. Soldiers and Widows, and we'll talk about Widows, actually got a big change, but like Soldiers, for example, had a lot of their powers switched around to make them more viable. So we get to take a look at those as we get to the bottom. We talked about Primalist. Brute does not get the same exclusives that the tanker got. They're like Scrappers. They have basically the base powers, but then even things like Stone Armor have received, I know, a lot of changes in how they interact with each other to make Granite Armor more viable. Stalker. I don't think we have anything new for Stalkers. Now, Masterminds, this is a whole big old thing, and I've made videos just about the Masterminds to talk about all the crazy stuff that's happened, and I feel like if everybody knew that you could customize your Mastermind pets, everybody would be on the Thunderspy Gaming server. And it's so crazy to see all the costumes that people come up with and the ideas. And we have a new pet set here, the Knights. So the Knights get archers as their minions. They fire bows and arrows. They get... I'll show you guys while I talk about it. So here are your archers. And you can change the costumes of them, of course. But they come out looking like this. Line them up a little better. Yes, there's your archer. And you get a battle axe, which you can change, and you can adjust the costume pieces here. Make the costume for your pet, and they'll keep that battle axe that you chose, or they'll keep the bow and arrow that you chose in their costume. Some of them, I guess some of them get a Titan weapon. They have shields too. Here it is. They have shields, so if you pick the shield for your character, they will have the correct shield on their costume. Pull out your pet. Really cool stuff to keep in mind if you're trying to customize them. Another thing to keep in mind when you try to customize them is you will get the equip. You know how like you equip soldiers and they get the helmet? Your pet will keep that helmet and like the Spec Op goggles or whatever. I think the only one that doesn't show the change is Thugs. And I guess Beast Mastery too doesn't show the change. Because Thugs get tattoos on their arms, that doesn't show up on your new character's model. So if you want just straight guns with your characters, go Thugs. Beast Mastery, they'll run around, they'll have the right animations. Equipment won't show up, but you can change your wolves into player humanoid models. Demons will retain the fire aura or the ice aura or the toxic aura, whatever's around them. Mercenaries, like we said, will keep the helmet. Necromancy gets the green breath that they breathe out will always stay there, and I've seen people make like 420 themed characters because they have like the green breath coming out constantly, so that's pretty cool. Also, there's been a lot of changes to these characters. So like Mercenaries, the medic that you summon for your minions is its own pet class now. The Serum works on all your pets. The Commando, I think he summons more pets and stuff like that. All of the knockback on robotics has been changed to knockdown. Necromancy has soul extraction, which I think is like a toggle now that anything around you that dies will be brought back to life on whatever percentage chance. And you can have like 15 extra zombies or like a dozen extra zombies just running around, and it's crazy cool. You have ninjas who are very powerful on this server as well. The only thing, if you customize the ninjas, is I think it's the Oni. Your boss pet will summon Jounin, your lieutenant level. It'll summon 2 extra lieutenants for you, and those ones you can't customize because they don't have names. Your pets have to have names, so that's the only thing with ninjas is I noticed that even if you change all the costumes, you'll still have 2 ninjas dressed all in black. Protector robots, you can change all their costume pieces. What shows up with them is they'll have like the red glow of their eyes will still be in front of the character, like an extra aura. They'll have maybe like your protector bots get these things on their shoulders that go up that have electricity go between, so those will show up on your extra character models. The assault bot's really cool because his big shoulders will show up, similar to how this guy has big shoulders. The assault bots will actually retain those on the costume he uses, and you can see that in the underground music video that I made. I changed one of the assault bots, and he had the big shoulders, and he had like these gloves, like brass knuckles, one on each. From when he goes to attack, he actually gets these like flip out brass knuckles, which you wouldn't really notice on the robot model, but when you change the costume, it looks really cool. And then Thugs, like we said, is really good, just straightforward, because it doesn't change the way that your characters look. And then Knights, which I'll probably show you guys a little bit, because I have one of my Masterminds ready to go for that. A lot of Masterminds on this server. But anything could change their pet. Dominators could change their pet. So let's talk about the Dominator changes. You have Illusion Control primary. You have Wind Control, of course. But Illusion Control just used to be on controllers, and now it's on Dominators. So you get your Phantasm at level 1. And if you use Domination with Illusion Control, you will spawn a second Spectral Terror. And you will spawn extra clones, extra Phantom Army. I want to say you go up to 5 if I'm not mistaken. It's either an extra Phantasm or an extra Phantom Army couple guys. I think it's the Phantom Army guys if I'm not mistaken. But the secondary for Dominators that you guys really should try out is Psychokinetic Assault. What Psychokinetic Assault does is you use the whip from the Demon Summoning Mastermind, and every time you hit a character, you summon a sentient sword, which will come and fight for you. You can see that little sentient sword. You can have like 14 swords at a time, and they don't live forever. They live for like less than a minute, I'm sure. It's like 45 seconds or something. But if you're hitting a lot of characters and you're getting all of that stuff working, look at that. You could summon a ton of swords. This is Manifest, like your build-up that just summons swords right up without even hitting anybody, and they'll just run off and start attacking targets, and they'll switch targets. They're not just locked to the life of whatever you hit. Sorry, look, I have a kitty here. She's like climbing up on my lap. Love Psychokinetic Assault. I wish I could show it and play it more. Very cool. That's Dominators. I've seen a lot of Corruptors with, or any class that can take traps as a secondary, will get even more extra pets out of that because you can name your... I don't think you can name the Triage Beacon. You can name the Acid Mortar. You can name the Force Field Generator. You can name the Poison Trap. You can name your Seeker Drones, I'm pretty sure. You can't name your Trip Mine. You can name your Auto Turret. And when you name, you get 2 Auto Turrets. And when you do a character costume and you give it to your Auto Turrets, the only part that shows up is these 2 rotating guns at the end, and they're right at dick level. So you have like machine gun cocks coming out, like dual shooting people. It's so funny. A lot of fun. And then you have powers like Force Field, where I think it might be Defender specific, where you get a choice, and Sonic Resonance also has another choice, where you get a choice. Do you want Force Bubble, or do you want Suspension Bubble? Do you want to knock people away who get too close to you? Or do you want to protect the people around you? But that's not right. What the hell? Something changed. Maybe it was Controller. Where's the specific... They give you choices... Or they used to, unless they reverted it. Oh yeah, see, this is... So Controller has less options. You just have Force Bubble. There's Detention Field, which you could do. Repulsion Field. So it'll give you an option for like 2 powers here, and then 2 powers in Sonic Resonance. Disruption Field, Disruption Aura. Do you want the disruption on you, or do you want to be able to throw it onto an enemy or an ally? And here's the other thing. Ones that are anchored debuffs that you like for Darkest Night, for Darkness Affinity, you would put that on an enemy, right? You can put that on the tank on Thunderspy, and they will be giving minus accuracy and minus was it 2 hit or accuracy? Yeah, minus 2 hit and minus damage to everyone around the tank, as long as you can keep your endurance up. It doesn't take much endurance to do. Storm Summoning could do Snowstorm on a Scrapper or the tank and be slowing everyone down who's around them. Look at chat real second. It said, people are saying, okay, I'm going to switch my scene. Jimmy time. Let's get up close and personal. Let's take a look at chat and see what people are talking about, because everyone seems excited about Thunderspy. It says, Shadow Kane says, hey Jimmy, I was using the Manifest and Tequila to get to Thunderspy. What's the best method for going back to the alternative servers currently? The best method is to check out my website, community.com. There are specific server pages for every server. It includes the manifest for any server that you want to copy and paste into Tequila or Sweet Tea or Cream Soda, your browser of choice. And I recommend downloading Sweet Tea as your your launcher for City of Heroes. You only have to download City of Heroes once, no matter which launcher you use. And then as you add manifest to the alternative servers, you're updating the latest patch, and that's all you have to do. It's like a very quick download to get a new server ready for you to play. And then they all have their character creation information is on the community website page, has character creation, but their websites come with the URL manifest and stuff. And also in my Discord, I have links to all the websites and stuff like that. So let's see what is going on. Yeah, I would say you can't use Tequila for servers that are not running issue 25, and I'm gonna make this real simple because there's actually issue 26 to it. Don't worry about it. Here's the base. There's issue 24 and there's issue 25. The only issue 25 servers that will work with Tequila are Homecoming, Unity, Victory, and I think that's it. Those should be the only ones. I've gotten other things to load with Tequila, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's not designed to work that way. Everything else, any other server is running i24, and we'll just keep it that. We'll keep it that simple. So those would require do the Sweet Tea launcher. You can use, I use Cream Soda sometimes. There's also Sunrise is an alternative. All of those are on the community.com website. Homecoming has their own launcher. Yeah, you can't play any other game on the new Homecoming launcher. I haven't tried, specifically, I haven't personally tried the new Homecoming launcher because I don't really play on Homecoming, but I will give it a shot. They banned me. They're gonna look at this and be, oh, he's coming back. Look at how I'm gonna ban him again. I'm gonna play there again. They'll just have to ban me. They ban me from Discord, ban me from the server on my accounts, so I'll just make another one if I want to show it, but I don't care. And then you can use Sweet Tea for anything. Sweet Tea even works for Homecoming. Sweet Tea is way better because you can switch between servers instantly. You don't have to like validate and reload every time. You still want to validate, make sure you have the latest patch notes and stuff, but you can switch really fast. That's what I'm using on this one now. And then, yeah, all the manifests are on community.com. Go to there, click the server page. It's all listed. It's really easy to find, and you'll find the manifest on the server page. And they even look like this on the articles. So along this list up at the top, it actually says exactly with screenshots and everything how to download it. And let's see. I'm a lover of character creation. Boy Blue 80 says, do you know which servers have the best updates to the costume and appearance for character creation? This server, Thunderspy Gaming, has the best costume pieces in terms of NPC parts, completely new body parts. That's exactly what you guys are seeing on the screen right now. Shivan body parts, which is spelled wrong. There's two eyes. Invisible body parts and transparent body parts, skeleton body parts, insect costume pieces, and it's always being updated. There's always more coming out. And when the costume developers start to work on something new, they usually send me some pictures and stuff so I can update the pages on the website immediately. And I am sitting on, what am I sitting on right now? Basically just the stuff by Yikes, which is essentially the holsters for the guns on your torso. And he's making some sweatshirts, some baggy sweatshirts with like a hoodie and stuff that look really cool. So we'll get to see those. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, check out the website. And there will be a community mobile app coming soon. It's just a matter of me finishing all of the articles, getting it to a nice snapshot of what it should look like, and then we will update that, and it'll be on the App Store, and you guys will be able to get all of your City of Heroes information right from your phone. Pretty cool stuff. And yep, I think that covers chat for now, so let's go back to the game. And like I was saying, anchored debuffs, toggle anchored debuffs, can be put on anybody. Your pets even. Your Mastermind. Throw Snowstorm. Oh my god, somebody told me they did a... this is such a cool idea. They did a Thugs Mastermind, and because your Bruiser generates rage, similar to how a Brute would, you can put like Darkest Night on your Bruiser. You could put Sonic Resonance or the Storm, Arctic Cold Storm on your Bruiser. He's gonna be pulling more aggro. Such a cool idea. And like I said, any shields, anything like that are also their player area of effects now. They affect you even if you're not in a team with the person that you cast it on. And then for the Arachnus Widow, and we'll probably show you guys some in-game gameplay of this too, so you can see it. You can, when you get to, I think, was it 24 or 26? I think it's 24. And you spec, do you want to go Fortunata, do you want to go Blood Widow, or do you want to go Tarantula spec? So you could even go and be a Tarantula and like walk around, depending on if you're male or female body part, your Arachnobot will look different. But let me show you guys just a couple of the cool costumes, and then we'll log in and out a couple times, and then I'll pick a character and we'll actually do some cool gameplay with people. So I wanted to show you guys a few specific ones. I wanted to show you want to do super ass. Well, let's look at the underground right now, just because I really like what you see here is his entire costume is just his entire costume is just path auras. It's 2 path auras. I must have died. I was recording last. And look at that. Just with 2 path auras, a whole costume. You could even see he's moving up a little bit of dirt as he moves. And if I turn on sprint and or my beast mode, get even more dirt. So let me get out of here. You guys can get see a long thing of him like skittering underground, which is a really cool thing to do. And what I like to do before is I would do like a snow path aura and make them like Iceman, you know? He would kind of go on the... he'd slide on ice. Here you go. I'm just trying a couple things. This is without sprint, and this is with sprint. You guys see I got some windows open. The underground. I love him. Definitely one of my all-time favorite costumes. And all it is 2 seismic path auras. And that's all it took for this character. So what I tried to do was I tried to make his pet the same thing. But if he had a costume, it would show up. But because he has that stone aura and he's invisible, it just looks like the normal pet. Except he has a seismic aura because I put that on him. Now I'm going to switch. And we're going to take a look at... We could even just go to Super Ass. I want to play him. Or maybe... maybe we'll save Super Ass. Maybe I'll play him. Let's save him. That'll be the one that I play. See, I wanted to show you guys. Let's look at Mage Hand for a second. And you get the full idea. Tell me, what would you guys make? Or make things and send me screenshots. Send me your costume files and I'll probably use them. Is there a way to save characters and transfer them to other servers? Okay, you can, if you're using the same launcher, you can retain your costumes. Your costume file will be the same across any server that you have loaded on Sweet Tea, or in your case, Tequila. And that's how you move your characters. Sometimes the gloves have different coding. If people have asymmetrical gloves or just regular gloves, he shoots magic missiles because he has a bow and arrow that doesn't show up. And that's how you move your characters. Progress, your actual character, no. Some servers, for example, like Unity has Unity and Union. I'm pretty sure, no, those are different codes. No, nobody's characters can be transferred from server to server. If there's a server crash, you can get your character back, but you can't move them over. I don't see that as an issue, though. Like, you're gonna be fine. Not on Thunderspy. Well, I should say, Thunderspy doesn't give you a free level 50 boost. They don't give you any of that stuff. There is a seeded auction house, so if I type /AH, I can buy things from the auction house. Like, kind of hard to see. Maybe not at this level. But if I was level 50, there's definitely 50 enhancements that I could buy. There are salvage. There's always salvage that you can buy for things. So that's the thing. I don't get when people say I'm gonna lose my character progress. I play on like 7 different servers. 6 or 7, I forgot how many there are. I play on all of them. The progress that I've made on some characters on servers where they give you like a free 50 or you get like 100 million influence from doing one mission, you know? Crazy stuff like that. And then you come to Thunderspy, which doesn't give you those boosts, and it doesn't like hold your hand. It expects that you maybe know a little bit about the game. To the point, because you're getting new powers and new things that you haven't even tried before. Oh, come on, pull out your... He's getting messed up with his weapons. He's supposed to pull out a broom. Oh, well, that's Mage Hand. But just from the way I play, there's all... Yeah, is that giant broom. Yep, he is all the way tall. Alright, let's do... I'll show you guys Madame Leota, and then I'll play Super Ass. But yeah, there's always new things going on. Just try an alt server. If you try one of the different servers, you'll start trying different ones, and you'll find the right flavor of City of Heroes for you. Here's something interesting on Madame Leota. I didn't turn off the effects on Fly, so you can still see the little area of effect where her feet and hands would be. But I can turn that off in the character creator if I go there. And so here's the other thing. On the Thunderspy Gaming server... Oh god, this character's bar is all messed up. This one. Okay. You're gonna want to unlock the Paragon Rewards, which you click Menu on the top right, and then you go down. It's just above Options. Unlock your tokens from the bottom to the top. You should get all of them automatically. It just takes a few minutes to go through the lines, each row, and unlock to the top. That gives you all of the stuff that you would have gotten in the game when it was on live for the amount of time you had logged in, or if you had bought something from the store, it would all show up there. You get it all for free. And then what you do is you click email on your chat, right on your chat box, go to account items, and then you click claim all, and you get tailor tokens, a bunch of character respecs, reward merits, anything you would need to get started. There's also character items, but they're more like enhancements and ally res powers and like summon statesman to fight for you or whoever. A couple little things like that. But this is Madame Leota. Just ahead. I don't think I'm the right level to fight here. Can I fight in Talos? I probably can. Is there anything around? She's a mind side on. I'm gonna get wasted if I attack these guys. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys some of the cool costumes that I made. So let's switch over to Super Ass, and we'll get a team going, and we'll get some people who have other new costume pieces that we'll get to take a look at. There he is. Super Ass to the rescue. Somebody says, Futura says, Thunderspy is cool. I'm stuck on the server that shall not be named. The only reason you would be stuck on that server is if you had a Mac, because it is currently one of the only servers that supports Macs. But that is being worked on. I talked to Programming Socks, who made the Sweet Tea launcher. We're friends. And... Sorry, I was like seeing Super Ass. He's all the way tall too, so his ass isn't like head level. Look at this guy. I'm like taller than this chick. Actually, he stands this way. Excuse me. Could you please give me some inspiration? I have to get back out there. I need a respite. I'm gonna start crying. I made this character, and then I played him just a little bit for a music video. Here's his different, so he can move. That's Beast Run. I kind of like Beast Run compared to this is the Ninja Run. Ninja Run looks pretty funny. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Beast Run. Yeah, that's awesome. The Mage Hand, I don't think I showed you guys, he also has Beast Run. And it looks like the hand is just like scurrying across the ground like Thing from the Addams Family. Oh, and everybody... Oh, there's Bubble Wrap. Let's go say hi. Now, I am all the way tall in terms of what you can do with the character creator. Bubble Wrap is making themselves ridiculously tall. Actually, this isn't even the real Bubble Wrap. This is a doppelganger that they will sometimes put of characters under and around Atlas. So there was, for a long time, an SPJimmy doppelganger stood right here with my regular costume, which you guys can see here on the left. That's my regular costume. So there was a Jimmy standing there for a long time that people could come up to and talk to. And I wanted to make him a statue costume so people would be like, oh, it's a statue of Jimmy. I thought that would be funny. Yeah, it's like Assy McGee on steroids. Okay. Let me see who's online. If I can get a group going. I might just put out that I'm group going. Or I could join these guys. What do they got going on? /search. Oh god, you know, before I join a team, I wanted to show you guys actually something. When you first log into the server... Oh, what the hell is that over there? What is this? Kidnapped bubble wrap? No! We have to save them. We have to save Shim or Sure. Oh no, there's nothing we can do. I'm sorry, bubble wrap. You're out of luck. There's cool little things like that. Isn't that neat? You log into the server and you're like, what the hell's going on over there? Alright. Okay, real quick. Before I find the group. And I'm actually going to get rid of these. I want to show you guys, when you make a character, your bar is going to be full. Absolutely full. And I want to explain to you, ever so quickly, what those are and what you do with them. Some of them are important. So let's just make like let's make a Mastermind, because I'll show you guys how to make the pet real quick. And I already have a knight, but we'll just do knight. And we'll do like nature. We'll skip the first. Okay. So we'll save this one as orange. This is gonna be my pet. My pet's gonna be orange. And I'm gonna be something cool. That's me. Except not with that Starburst aura. Where is it? Not the Celestial. Or not the eyes. There we go, that's better. Look at that big head. I got my pets, right? I will show you everything you need to know. And we'll call him the Pet Man. Oh, I'm not even typing. The Pet Man. And we'll just go hero side. So there's a couple of commands that we use, and it's pretty simple to do. It just depends the placement of your costume pieces, of your costume order when you open up your costume list, and a couple other little things that make it easier so you can get your character just right off the bat. I can't snap with this. Oh, I can. Nice. So let's go in here. And if you didn't know, you can set your windows and keybinds to be on a default file, by the way. At the windows, all the way at the bottom, save to default your window settings and your chat settings once you find a character that's set up the way that you want it to be. And you can do that for your key bindings too, right here at the top. Save to default file, load to default file, so you don't have to remake your character every time you reroll a tune. Now, what you do need to do, I've noticed, is you still need to pop up your action bars here and set them to 2 and 3 so that they work with all the keybinds you have set up. That's the only thing I have to do every time. And then I go through and I click so that these action bars are on the correct number. If I was just logging in for the first time on Thunderspy, I would click Menu in the top. I would go down to Paragon Rewards, and I would unlock everything from the bottom to the top. I've already done that. So I go to Email, Account Items, and I click Claim All. I can do them individually, but this way it's going to give me all my Tailor tokens, all my respecs, and a couple of extra powers. This is how you're going to get your Sands of Mu, your Nemesis Staff, your Black Wand, and a couple pets and things like that. So it pops up. I'm going to pick Sands of Mu. Never take the Ghost Slaying Axe. It's not as good as Sands of Mu. And you get 2 options for your... I always take a red pet for plus damage. You get 2 options or opportunities to select the staff. You'll get 2 range staffs this way. Black Wand or Nemesis Staff. I'm going to go... I could go Nemesis, because I'll get another Black Wand later, but I want the Origin bonus, so this is where I'm going for Black Wand. Otherwise, I would take the Nemesis Staff, because it has knockback. Ghost Slaying Axe or Nemesis Staff. Nemesis Staff. I guess it is always the opposite of whatever you picked, because I usually get the other one there. Okay, that's all. I think that's all the new powers that are going to pop up. So, if I look at my costume here, I have all the same costume piece. if I summon a pet, I could give him the same costume piece as me, if that's what I want. He'll look the same, and there's no reason I couldn't do that. Your first costume is the 0 slot. This next one is the 1 slot, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and then all blanked out 7, 8, 9, and that should be upside. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 0 through 9 is all of them. So what I'm gonna do, and after I make the pet, I'm gonna show you guys the powers. Customize appearance. I will choose my second costume. Load. It was orange because I already made him. Change his weapon if I want, which I think I have to buy the bow for some reason. Click use free tailor token. And then now I have the second costume. Oh, I didn't even make him all the way tall. That's okay. Fire Fist. That's the name of the kid in Deadpool 2. So, I have my second costume now. I'm going to summon my archer. Go back to my costume. So now I have my costume. What I do is I right-click my archer. I select rename. And here's the command. It is, so you rename and you say, oh my god, I'm blanking on how you do it. You rename him, so let's call him Billy. Oops. You name him anything you want. They also have an extended number of text, extended number of letters and numbers that you can put in their name. You could have a super long pet name, much longer than your specific name on a character. You can't have both Sands of Moog and Ghost Slaying Axe. Might vary server to server. If you have a pay-to-win vendor, those are on the I-25 servers, Homecoming, Victory, and Unity. You can buy both. If you're doing any other server is using Paragon Rewards. All of them, aside from those 3. And you would have to do it the way I showed you. So let's call this guy Billy. And then it goes apostrophe, apostrophe, apostrophe. 3 apostrophes, right? 3 in a row. PC for player costume. And then the number for whichever costume you want to use. So remember, the first one is 0. The orange one is going to be PC 1. Now, all I have to do is get rid of Billy. Summon an archer. And he has the new costume. And Billy should disappear. I don't know why he's a dead body just standing there. But there you go. Now Billy has his costume. I have my costume. And we're ready to go and save the city. Something I forgot to mention, and Sensation here has brought it up to my attention. Giant boobs. In addition to the height scaling up and down, there's also female chest scaling up and down. You can have giant boobs. You can have all the way flat chest and anywhere in between. So I believe those are all the way big. Just little things like that. So funny. I remember when they made Miss Liberty had a shotgun and she was shooting in like 2 different directions. That's in the Keep It Pumpin' video. I mean, I've been on this server too long. He also has green men around him. Those used to be certain costume pieces on the Thunderspy server would make like a green person model appear on your shoulder or on your arm or as your weapon. They got rid of that, and in its place, you can have green men circling you. So people wanted the green men as a feature. There they are. Okay, and before I leave, so I was going to show you guys the powers that pop up at the when you first start. You have 2 important ones here: Restraint, put it on the side, and Tenacity. You can choose to toggle these on, or you can choose not to. Restraint is going to, at the cost of slightly less damage, I think you do like 2% less damage, or very, is it 10%? It should say here, actually. You do minus 3% damage. I was close. Any knockback is now a knockdown. So you don't need to worry about sudden acceleration knockback to knockdown. You don't need accelerating force knockback to knockdown. Overwhelming force. You just toggle restraint, and any knockback power, boom, is a knockdown at the cost of 3% of your damage. I don't have any knockback, so I'm not going to use that. What I will use is Tenacity, which gives you status resistance as an inherit. So it gives you about a 3 mag protection to everything. 10 mags to knock up, 10 to knock down, and 10 to repel. 3 to terrorize, immobilize, confuse, hold, sleep, stun, all that. So even if your character doesn't have status protection, you do. Every character does now automatically. And let's say that maybe the costume pieces are a little bit overwhelming and you go, man, there's so many things to pick. I don't even know where to start. Well, you could just pick a costume if you wanted. Not that, that's Shadowy Presence. You could have the PPD hard suit costume. You could have a Harlequin. You could be a ghoul. Anybody gets these right when you log in. So what I usually do is if I don't want to use them, I'll right-click it and select R and get rid of them. But I just wanted to show you guys what we have. Praetorian Police you can be. Ooh, you could be a Corlax. You can build a whole character just on being a Corlax. I know somebody who did that for there's a Ricti costume. He did that. You can be an Olympian Guard. MK6, which has blades in the arms. This is probably my favorite costume. If I were to make a character, I would play this one. If I was just going to do costume, because I like the blade arms. I think we're getting those. I saw a picture that they were trying to get these blades specifically in the game too, for your arms on any costume piece. Is the IDF Ranger. And then Helen Huntress. Oh, there's 2 more over here. The Ruleroo Shin. And again, you can have that chest eye piece. I want the feathers on his chest. God, that looks cool. We should have the whole thing. I want the feathers on his face, too. And gloves on his hands? Oh, sorry, gloves. Of course there's gloves on his hands. There's eyeballs on his gloves. 3 eyes on this guy. Well, 5 eyes, because he has 2 on his head. Wow, and you could have your head be just a Ruleroo eye. It could be a whole eye thing. I think Sangare BK has a character that is based around the Ruleroo eye. That is the person who translated the Thunderspy game in Spanish for us. Oh my god. This server is in Spanish. You could load it up. I don't have it loaded up right now, but you could load it in Spanish just through the launcher, and you click Thunderspy in Espanol, and you click launch, and then all the options, most of character creation. I think the only things that haven't been changed is like the text that the bad guys say, because there's a lot of it, but eventually they'll be talking in Spanish too. Espanol on the Thunderspy Gaming server, and that was I helped a lot with that. I found the all text file. I got in contact. I told this in the last stream. I got in contact with the translator, and I put him in contact with Programming Socks, who would the 3 of us together got Spanish in the game. Very cool. And it's any pet at all. This is a knight from the Mastermind. Any pet that you can name on a blaster, on a corruptor, controller, dominator. You could do it on a soldier and change your Arachnobot pets into whatever costume you have on. Anything. Any nameable pet in the game, including all of the traps, force field generator, all that stuff works. I actually have one. I'll show you guys. And then we'll hop on Super Ass and we'll play. God, I've spent over an hour already just showing you guys the new stuff, and I'm not even like done with it. I was gonna show you the Tarantula too. Where's my Traps Mastermind? I'm just trying to remember which one has Fender Scrapper. Oh, did I get rid of him on accident? I might have actually. You guys believe me though. You believe me that they could. Let's look at the Tarantula. Yeah, everything. And the thing is, so people go like, oh, I love City of Heroes. I love the costume creator. Wow, that's so cool. But they won't come try an alternative server. This is my Tarantula. They won't come try something that has all of these new updates that you guys would fucking love. Imagine if this was on the server that shall not be named. What if they had this? Everybody would be like, God damn, they have fucking Mastermind pets. This is the coolest shit I've ever seen. This is the best server. Oh yeah, every other server is for fucking losers. Okay, this is amazing, and it's not even the coolest thing that like the new servers have amongst all of them. The costumes, things you're allowed. Is it written anywhere on the site how you change a pet to a character? It is on the Thunderspy article. Thank you. It is on the Thunderspy article that I wrote, a full how to do it, but all you have to do is rename them this. There you go. It's the name, 3 apostrophes, and then PC for player costume, 0 through 9. PC 0 would give them the same costume as my primary. PC 1 would change them. Actually, check this out. So this is my 12-foot tall male model, and you saw the Tarantula. Looks like it has this suit of armor around it. If I switch to my female model, now the Tarantula looks different. Aw, oh, damn, he doesn't. He's supposed to. If I change the primary costume to a female, my bad, it'll have the other female Arachnobot, which has the female head and the female skin exposed on the arms, but I can't change my costume in Pocket D here from male to female. I would need to go to a surgeon, and I don't really want to go do that right now. It would take too long. So I'm gonna hop off this guy, but come play the Tarantula. And there's actually a video that I made covering the Tarantula with like epic narration. I'm like, play the Tarantula, the Thunderspy. It's really cool. You guys should check that one out. All right, super ass away. And I want him to fly backwards like Powdered Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy, but I haven't figured out how to make him fly backwards at full speed yet. All right, super ass. Sir Rowan says pet customization will have an update soon that will change the way you customize them. Seems like he's more in the know about something that's going to be going on with that. Well, when it changes, I will update the article and list the new way, and I'll probably put out a video on how to do it because not just my videos, but I know a few other people have made videos saying like how to do the pet customization, and we still get people asking all the time. You could log in, literally, just log in and put it in help or looking for a group. How do I change pet costumes? I know Toxo. And they will tell you. PST to join the live stream team, hero side. I'm gonna invite Toxo. I know him. So that is using Shivan headpiece and body and legs, and you can see through his head. He has the little eyebrows. Was I think the whole point of that character was that when you look at him, it looks like his eyebrows are up, like he's concerned, like what did I do? What's going on? So neat. And you would never see that on any other server because they don't have translucence. Toxo's all big now. Oh, now you can see. You can't see through him anymore. That's the closest you could get on any other server. Hold on. Do you guys hear this thing? Granville Cedar Loop. There's full-on fart sounds. Hold on. Listen to this. This is the City of Heroes soundtrack. And it flushes? I've never heard that. What the fuck? Sorry. There's another weird one. Since we're talking about the weird songs for a second, let me show you guys the other weird one real fast. It's it's like Lord Recluse talking. Oh god, where is that one? It's in like Granville. Oh, is it under L for Lord Recluse? It might come on later. There's a couple of the music things from the soundtrack. I'll find it in a minute. Oh, it's this. It's just Recluse talking.
I must therefore rely on all of you to spread the word of Lord Recluse's vision. A vision of a glorious future in which man is not encumbered by the desire for truth.
So he'll just go on. I'll change it. He'll just go on for like a minute and a half saying weird stuff. And there's also one, I don't have it on right now, but the Paragon News people, the TPN, the news network, they will say things like wah wah anyway, and your Atlas Park, and you're just like, wait, what? weirdest thing, because it's some of the only voice acting in the game is Recluse there, and then there's also a couple songs here where you hear there's actually people speaking in Spanish in a Fault Line mariachi loop, which I think is this one. They'll actually speak Spanish in this one too, which is kind of weird that that's some of the only voice acting in the game is some in Spanish and then some from Recluse in the TPN. Here, you can hear it here. Just weird stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm listening to those in my car and like all the time listening to the sound effects and stuff, just trying to find cool stuff that I could like put into things later. Whoa! Bigger ass, tall, no powers. Bigger super ass, and his son, little ass. Toxo has his Valentine's costume. I think these are people that want to come in to the party. Let me invite them. Because they're standing next to me. They probably want to come. And I'll just send out invites to anybody who wants to come. You want to come along, Bubble Wrap? Everybody else in a group. But that's okay. They're doing their stuff too. Let's do this. Is anybody higher level than me? Nexus is 21. Station's 3. Toxo is 50. I'm going to make Toxo the leader. And let's see if Toxo wants to set up a mission. Oh god, we could do like Snaptooth. OBH. Here we go. Super ass mega. Super ass micro. I love how the cape is like sticking out, just blowing in the wind. As you guys are thinking, a lot of you were probably like, oh, I want to make this character too. I want to make super ass. Yeah, Snaptooth. So we'll just portal to Pocket D. I should have. I don't have a Pocket D portal? Oh, it's because I haven't claimed my powers yet on this guy. So like that's why I would go here, but claim all. And I think that's where it comes from? I'm pretty sure. But you would also get, so you get Renewal of Light by default. I think you get a second self-resurrection power. You get the mission transporter, mission teleporter, all that good stuff. Team transporter. Yeah, there's an entrance in Kings. I could do that. I just don't want to. Base transporter, I just got that for free. Mission teleporter, I could just teleport straight there. Yes. I've assembled a team now. I got that from claiming the rewards. Alright. I'm gonna just teleport to the mission. See you there. You guys like that? An hour and 20 minutes for me just to show you the new stuff. And people go, well, why don't you just do like a quick write-up when I ask a question? Like, oh, let me show you something. It's like, well, that's why I had to make an entire goddamn website. Like, there's so much new stuff. I had to put it on the server list just so that people would have some idea. I mean, even now people are like, oh, I'm not going to sit there and read through an article. Well, then I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do to show this stuff to you, because I've been trying. I was taking a minute to read chat. And let's see. I can recover account on Thunderspy. I've yet to get this far. If you have a Thunderspy account, you just log in and play. You can't pull it from Homecoming or anything. You just make a new one. Let's see. try to make pets like that sensation chick. I saw people made really inappropriate pets, we'll say. And that's the thing here too. The moderation on Thunderspy is very open in that you can say what you want, you can do what you want. The only thing you can't do is harass other people. And if you are doing that, steps will be taken so that you can't harass people anymore. But other than that, you can say and do whatever you want. So many possibilities, and they buffed mercs too. Yes, they did buff mercenaries. We talked about that a little bit. You get the extra medic that you summon. You get some other cool stuff with them. Commando and Serum works better. Looks awesome. Sangre BK, ¿cómo estás, mi amigo? Está diciendo que ¿por qué no haces las misiones de Dark Historia so the villains can join too? Ven a Pocket D. Come to Pocket D and you can look at it. You hear Recluse just yelling in my ear. Oh, fucking skip that one. Yeah, come to Pocket D. Villains can come in Pocket D. Toxo is the leader. People can come to Pocket D. So we have people in chat saying, I want to come, but I'm on villain's side. So this is just the people on hero's side. We have plenty coming with us. And then on Thunderspy, there's people on villains. There's also people on gold side who are playing through Praetoria pretty often. So if you haven't had the opportunity to play through the Going Rogue and gold side content. Oh god, here's the farting song again. Granville Sidar Loop. Oh my god, that must be like next to a bathroom or something. Funny is that. Oh, he's right here. I was next to the mission. Sangre está diciendo que va para Pocket D y vamos esperando por él. Sí, esperamos. We're waiting. So this is the guy right here. Father Lies, Sangre BK, responsible for translating City of Heroes to the Spanish version. Look at that. Great use of the Ruluru eye. I know that he's done several renditions of this costume. This is actually new to me. I haven't seen the purple on the belt, and the shoulders is nice and new with that Circle of Thorns. Oh, there's also new Circle of Thorns stuff I forgot to show you guys. The pants that he's wearing is only for the male model, and it's the Circle of Thorns robe bottom. Full robe bottom for males. And then he has the bug. Oh god, look at that stuff on the back. That is a back detail. I didn't even show you guys the back details. That's one of them. There are several insect-like back details and giant metal saw blade things you can have on your back. Really cool. He's got another eyes. He has eyes in the Ruluru swords. That's so cool. So, Sangre, we saw gloves earlier on. I have the costume on every character. Let me find the costume right here. It is this one. Check out these gloves, dude. They have Ruluru eyes on the gloves. I was just thinking, like, if we got the gloves, that would be so cool for your costume. Because they would also have eyes. Just neat. He's also using a Circle of Thorns belt. That big purple belt that he has with the red glow. It always has the red glow. It always has purple on the inside. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Next, this is in Talos. I can't teleport them across zone, but that's okay. We're just chilling, looking at cool new things. I can do a funny dance here since I'm just legs. Oh god, and he has Ruluru pets too. That's cool. What's your build on this guy? Organic Pale Blades. Oh, nice. He has Pale Blades, one of the new ones we're talking about. Of course, he goes for the Ruluru pets. Neat. Alright, let's do this. Go beat up Snaptooth. And we have about 30 minutes left in the stream now, so I think we'll just play a little bit until the end. And it says the insect butt is disturbing. Yeah, we'll just play for it. Oh, I forgot to show you too, on Mage Hand, the reason I made him that specific hand is because I could do the /eat and /drink emote, and the one hand would be a piece of bread sandwich. And that was the whole character. It was, I got the idea from Reddit, somebody mentioned it. That'd be cool. This guy's actually low level, but he has just a couple kicks. That's all I really wanted to see. And I'll try to show off what other people are doing. Oh, he says, I have a Thunderspy account, but I couldn't recover the email. So you have two options. You first off, go to the Discord, which is also listed on the community page and everything. And just there's a channel for help, or just put out that you need help, and they will reach out to you. There's lots of GMs and people who can do that. It's not a big deal. They'll totally help you. Or just go to the website and make a new one if you don't mind your progress lost, but you wouldn't be keeping all your stuff then. So yeah, there's I died. Absolutely no problem getting your account back. Okay, somebody else can res. I also have a Return to Battle and Renewal of Light. I'll hold on to those. I die all the time because I'm always looking at the shots more than what I should be doing. And I had to run in first when I have like a level 2 against like 52 mobs. Super ass away! I think this went really well. Thank you guys for coming by. We're going to play for a little while longer. And this is going to be a regular occurrence every Tuesday at 1 o'clock p.m. Make sure that you guys subscribe so that you are notified when the stream goes live. Join my Discord. I'm also posting it in different Discords. I'm also posting it on Twitter. So make sure that you guys check out my Twitter. There's really good information there. It's a good way to get a hold of me. You can get a hold of me anyway. People talk to me all the time, and I'm like, hey, what's up? They have questions like, how do you make your scenes? How are you streaming and broadcasting? And I tell them I'm using OBS, and I'll show them what I do, how I make it, how to get the windows and everything looking right. Or they'll say, how are you editing? And I'll say, this is how I edit. This is what I look for. Here's a list of the songs that you can pull in. Here's, here's some cool PNGs. And then sometimes I'll say, like, do you have a favorite costume that you like? Because I will even make cutouts of people's costumes for them. Something I like to do. See a cool one. So yeah, send me costumes. And oh, my guy's puking. He doesn't even have a mouth. Yeah, send me cool stuff that you guys make. So next week, now that I've shown you guys at least the basics of Thunderspy, what I want to do is every week I want to show you guys a new server. And there's, like we said, 6 or 7 servers. God, that pet looks cool. With the tail, the brute essence. So I'm going to be showing a different server every week. Last week we did Cake Evolution, and we showed the Paragon, some of the Transmorphers. There's a lot of new power sets there that I could spend plenty of episodes just showing you guys that. I could do plenty of episodes just showing you guys Thunderspy. I did stream to Twitch before, and I'm just going to be doing YouTube going forward, but I'm going to cut up the highlights of some of my earlier streams, so you guys will see Transmorphers and Paragon highlights for Cake Evolution. You'll see a Guardian stream highlights for Rebirth, because we did that on the test server, and we had like a full team of people trying the new archetype that's coming on Rebirth, which is interesting because that's a vanilla server that's getting a new archetype that was originally planned for release should the game have continued its lifespan and not been shut down too soon. There's a guy on my back. I don't even have a back. What are you hitting? I don't even have a head. Oh, that's the other thing. So this guy has empathy. Toxo has empathy, it looks like. When he uses... They replaced... is he empathy? Water empathy? Water poison. Then what the... Oh, it's from... Because he's water. Okay. Empathy has this cool thing where it has... You know how Team Fortress 2, the medic gets a beam between him and the person he's casting on, and it continually heals him? They swapped out Absorb Pain for that medic beam, like from Team Fortress 2, which is really cool to see. But I would have to do like a whole other stream to show that to you guys. I got like 26 minutes left here. And... God, there's just so many new changes, and the kitty wants to be famous. She's like, oh, show more videos so I can hang out with you. Later, kitty. Yeah. What else I need to show? So you guys could even, like, yeah, you can cover your account in the Thunderspy Discord. Yeah, that's where everybody is. That's how you get connected. So... if you haven't joined Discord in general, not just the Thunderspy one, but if you haven't joined Discord in general, you really need to. Every server has a Discord, and every server, every single one of them, it is their main method of communication. Aside from, like, I think Homecoming has a forum that you can use. But you could also use the Discord and get in contact with them. I've talked to the GMs of Homecoming through Discord. They did not like me. That's a story for another day. So what am I going to show next? I could live stream Homecoming. That'd be funny as shit. Could you guys imagine what they would do? How mad they would be if I did that? I probably won't do that. I'm not going to do that. Relax, GM Jimmy. Relax, Cypher. Relax, Leo. We're not doing that today. Next week, I was thinking about doing Rebirth, but they haven't released the Guardian. I'm going to do Rebirth when they release the Guardian. I might do the Sanctuary next week because they have Absolute Strength and they have... Our Anarchist just got a change, a Scrapper exclusive. They changed the tier 9 after I released an animations video where I showed their tier 9 as like a joy buzzer hand thing. They just swapped that to Molotov Cocktail, I believe. So I have to show that so that my information is correct for everybody. And they have some other cool power sets and things too. So we'll take a look at that. Cool community. They also have Primalist over there. They also have Synergist over there. They also have Patron Master over there. The original home of Patron Master and Primalist, I think. And then there's other changes too. What's the other one they have? There's like a blast or something that they have too. Oh, and they have pets. You can have, for Masterminds, I'm going to show you guys on Sanctuary, they have, not Harlequin pets. What do you call them? Yeah, Harlequin pets. The jugglers. You know what I'm talking about. It's the Carnival of Light. And you get a strongman, and you get illusionists, and you get like 3 jugglers as your minions. So I can show you guys that one. Oh, look at all these. These are ninja pets, I believe, from our Mastermind. If I'm not mistaken. And so the ninjas actually get to keep, if they have the ninja blade on their back, when they get their update, they will keep that. It's kind of hard to see on these ones, but they will keep that in the costume model and actually have a blade on their back, which is really cool to see. You can see it there, maybe. Yeah, see the blade on that character? That shows up through the costume. And Sasuke. Oh, these are all Naruto names. I get it. Oh, that's the female model that the Tarantula gets when you have a female as your main Widow body type. You'll look like that without as much red on the thorax, I believe. There's not that many Widow models. And what I was telling them is I said, well, what we should do is you should take, well, down there you can see one, the Fire Tarantula and the Toxic Tarantula. There are actually models, that is one of them right there, that are slightly smaller. That is the correct size model that we could use as a character, I was thinking. Just for a little change up. Like, why don't we be able to pick the different Fire Fangs, and then there's one who has Green Fangs. Is not around us, but they're toxic. Those ones are really cool too. Oh, I think we're on Snaptooth already? No, he's up by the portal. We'll be doing in a little bit. Kicking ass. Taking names. Super ass. Oh, there's a toxic one. So that's the other one that I thought we should be able to get for as an option for the Tarantula model. But you see how big that is compared to the others? It would have to be smaller. It like dwarfs the Tarantula Mistress next to it. You couldn't have a model that big as a character. You could. And that's the thing. People will say, oh, is there a problem with giant, super tall people going through doors? No. Because we have pets like the Freedom Phalanx giant mech, the Vanguard giant mech, the 5th column have giant mechs, and they all go through doors. Your assault bot is probably bigger than most doors, and he does fine because it clips off the top half when they go through something. Nothing physically blocks your character from going in somewhere. Nor do you gain extra access for being super small. You can't like sneak into little crevices and stuff. The game's not designed to work that way. And again, this here is the actual Tarantula Mistress costume, and now she's dead. But that was the exact one that you transform into. Oh, I'm blinded, that's why. Like, they don't just disappear. It blinded me, so I can't see anything, which is not the best. It's probably the most annoying debuff that I, as the cameraman, could have right now is to be blinded, so I can't see what's going on. I'm getting good shots here, though. Look at you guys, just let them fight. Imagine if you had customizable pets. I've seen full teams of customizable pets, and it gets crazy. All those costumes run around. Doesn't mess with the server, though. Not at all. Shadow says, you don't have Discord? You need Discord, dude. I'm not telling you what to do, but any server you go to, you have a better time if you have Discord. Really easy to make. You only have to use it once, even if you just want to get your account back. But if you don't want to do that, then yeah, go to the Thunderspy website and just reroll an account. There's lots of new stuff anyways. You'll have fun. Lots of people to play with. Which is the most fun mastermind to go for if you're changing pets to customized ones? So I kind of went over that a little bit earlier, but I'll just reiterate. If you want the cleanest looking, it's thugs, because you get guns in their hands. Anyone can shoot 2 guns. Fits a lot of themes, and the upgrades don't show up through your costumes. Now, if you want upgrades to show up through your costumes, you might want to do. I could even do a video at some point where I show all the different upgrades and what they look like through the costumes. But like they're saying, they might update the way that you change their names, so I'll probably wait until that. If they change how it happens, if they change how you name pets, I'll make a video where I show how to change their names, and I'll show all the different upgrades, because I can go onto the test server, get a bunch of level 50s. That's all I do all day anyways, is make 50s just for like 10 seconds of footage for you guys. It takes all day to make some characters and then get that stuff. Oh, there's Snaptooth. Kick him in the butt! And his ass thing. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so thugs is the most clean. What I would recommend is whatever primary you choose, go traps secondary, and you'll thank me later, because they changed the way that traps work. In addition to being able to give your traps costumes, right? And you run out of costume spaces real fast if you take traps. The force field generator will maintain its generator as a head on that costume, so that's kind of cool. You'd really have to see them. I'll have to show them to you guys. I'll take the. I should have got the badge because I already have the costume pieces. Whatever. And I'm dead. I'll come back. But yeah, I would say Thugs is the most clean. Thugs Traps is pretty cool. Try the Knights. Oh god, there's also Obedience Training as a secondary for Masterminds, which I didn't show you guys. You could try Obedience Training. It's basically like you yell at your pets and tell them to do better. Like, why are you dying? And stop sucking so hard. And then you use positive reinforcement on them to tell them what you like, or negative reinforcement to remove something desired and still increase the further likelihood that their behavior will occur. That's getting into applied behavior analysis, of which I do have my credential. A little bit of background for SPJimmy there. I'm a registered behavior technician, so if you guys want to talk about ABA, I could do that all day long. I teach classes on that. That's what I do. That's how I do the presentation I'm doing for you guys right now. This is like my job, that I just put together presentations and teach classes and talk to people. So basically what I'm doing here, except I get to play video games. So cool though. Yeah, I think after this mission, I'll probably duck out to the character creator one more time. There's a couple things I wanted to show you guys as we were talking, just to make sure that I showed everything, and then that'll probably take us right up until the end of our time. That was perfect. Kick him. You guys like the kicks for super ass? I gotta get more. What level is he now? He's level 8 now. I don't want like Cobra Strike and stuff is hand focus. I want Crane Kick. What would that be at 5, level 10? I probably get that now. But I would have to show it off on another time. Alright. Everyone's picking their rewards. Well, I think with that, I'm gonna swap off. Thanks, guys. Gonna show character creator again. Alright, they're gonna finish this up. Let's go take a look at this stuff one more time. Anything new that I forgot to show you? And then we'll be good. Thank you guys for showing up in the team. Everybody who was there who may or may not be in chat right now. And if you run out of slots, you can unlock them for free. You have unlimited character slots. Let's go to Mastermind. And this was, like I was saying, the secondary, the new one, is Obedience Training. So you get Praise, Vicious Mockery. You can get a Confuse for Inspire Betrayal. Discipline allies to give them temporary max hit point buff. Identify the weakness in your enemies. Motivate your allies to give them psionic. You deal psionic damage. And motivate your allies. It doesn't say exactly what it does. Punish Intimidating Presence. So it's like a hold. And then press on. So it's like a group res for your fallen allies and henchmen, saying, get back on your feet, press on. Nobody said you could sleep yet. But yeah, I would definitely do traps if I was running a Mastermind purely for the pet customization. It says, can you get pets for blasters? I tried pets for blasters. I tried it with the electric blast, and it didn't work because you can't name your Voltaic Sentinel. So no. Other than that, if you did devices, yes. You can change your gun drone for blasters. You can change that would be it. You can't change time bomb or trip mine. Or targeting drone. So you could have a gun drone. If you did a /devices blaster, you could do the gun drone. What I would say is, if you're gonna do that, go Corruptor. And instead, get the traps from Corruptor, because you get more pets. And this version of, I guess it doesn't matter what primary you take. This version of traps has had some of those updates and upgrades to be more viable, and this is going to give you the auto turrets, so not just the gun drone, but you get 2 auto turrets, your seeker drones. God, I really think you can change the way your seeker drones look. I'm pretty dang sure. Poison trap, I know you can do. Force field, I know you can do. And acid mortar, I know you can do. So if you did Corruptor, you could have all those and change them to be different pets. And then I did list earlier, so for those watching in the recording of the VOD, I don't want to relist everything that I said, but yeah, I would try thugs or knights if you wanted something that really looks like your costume. Knights get extra weapons to customize. Thugs, you can customize their guns. Robotics are going to show the glowy eyes and some of the other electrical effects. Ninjas get the swords on their back, and that's about it for ninjas, the swords on their backs. But like I was saying, the Oni summons a lieutenant that you can't customize. Necromancy gets the green breath. Mercenaries gets helmets and their goggles. Demons keep their fiery aura, and then beasts don't have anything that shows up. And other than that, there have been changes in how these pets work. And for a lot of the power sets here that I might not even like, Ice Armor probably had changes to how it works. Kinetics, probably had changes or something. Like Thermal might have had changes and things. Just little stuff going on. But I try to list at least the biggest stuff for you guys so that you know what's going on. And as new information comes out, I do update the pages on the community website and the articles. So I'm actually going to show you, and you can look now, the custom emblem packs. That was made by Aleph Red. So we were talking about those before, so we'll get to take a look at those. And let's do a different body type other than huge. So we'll do female this time. And an idea of what we're looking for. Chest detail. So if I go to the sliders here, this is what I was talking about, that you have the maximum and minimum chest sliders only on female. So you can go all the way minimum to all the way large. And what's funny is sometimes these will affect, oh, not chest detail, this chest detail. These will affect the way that you can even like see icons, or the ones that your character wears will have the model mixed around. Look at that one. It really affects it. That one's kind of weird. That was not too bad. All right, let's do. You're like literally boulder holders. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm showing right now. Oh my god, that's so funny. Let's see the new ones, the new models that they made show up. There's another new one here, the Freedom Corpse. Grenades, you can have giant grenades or little grenades. Look at that, even the grenades are deceptively small because they're tied to how big your chess piece is. That's awesome. And then, like we were mentioning earlier, the males get this robe too. I think you actually get... Not all of the Circle of Thorns stuff is new. I know that you could have in the base game, like, the shoulders we saw earlier. I thought there was new ones too of the shoulder. Yeah, these are new Circle of Thorns shoulders, I'm pretty sure. Unless these are on another server. They might be on another server. Hard to keep track after a while. There's the tire. You see it doesn't clip quite as well with the male model, but I can make it bigger and smaller. On the huge model, it looks basically perfect. Oh, there's the 1960s Arachnus pieces. So you can have those on your shoulders. You can also have those on your head, and they should be on my legs, I thought, too. Maybe they broke up the positioning. They might have moved where they were. Oh, there they are. The 1960s Arachnus. I guess it's not on the huge model that I was looking at earlier. Cool stuff. I hope you guys are excited. So, why do I do this? Why do I show you guys servers and try to promote? It's because there's not anybody else doing it. I mean, there are other content creators and people who stream City of Heroes or, you know, might make a couple videos showing it off. But to really go in and not... I'm not going in here blind. I know off the top of my head everything that I was talking to you guys about, right? And that just comes from like my own dedication of knowing that nobody was gonna know all this new stuff if I didn't go out of my way and spend hours upon hours upon hours just trying to even think about how I could present some of this info. So I'm glad I can do the live streams with you guys, and it looks like we have about 20 concurrent viewers right now. We've had about 140 during the stream. Last time I streamed, last week, we had 120 viewers, and at the time that I started this recording, we were up to 400 views on that video. So another 280 people looked after that. I think that's just going to grow and grow. So thank you guys for stopping by. Let's look here at we go to symbols. I go backwards. Portal Corp. Project Ouroboros works on my machine, and then here some of these were by Bubble Wrap, and then the rest of these here, a lot of them were by Aleph Red. You have Happy Face, Cogstar. Oh, that's not bad actually. There's Bubble Wrap, his icon. You saw his character earlier. Wi-Fi. That'd be a good one for me. I would just make it like a low bar every time. Oh no, I clicked away. Okay, where is it? The Wi-Fi one. Teacup. Question mark. We didn't have a question mark before? I could have sworn we did. Mining. Coffee mug. Yes, chef. Battery charge. And then these are older ones. Yeah, even the special symbols. So that's neat. And this is what I like to do. I'm so glad that I could actually show this to you guys today and didn't have to just like cut it up and record all this footage and then spend a week trying to make it into a video that not many people would see anyways. I hope you guys are enjoying this because that means I get to do it more. So make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you smash the fuck out of that like button. Nah, whatever. I hope you don't think I'm like some cringy asshole who's just trying to do this for views and stuff. I really love City of Heroes, and this was always my dream to have a YouTube channel where I could specifically talk about City of Heroes, and that wasn't possible for the longest time, and now it finally is. So I'm just so thankful for that. Let's show you guys the cool colors here. And there's also some changes on the back detail. So if I go to the capes here, what were they under? Yeah, works on my machine. I thought there was a bubble wrap one. Some of these are new capes too. Some of them are not. Some of them are. Here is a Thunderspy specific cape. And with the colors here on the left, you can actually, the underside of the cape will be the right hand colors over here. So these would be a little different. Same with your auras. If you're doing additional aura selectors, mess around with the color options. You can just click where it says cape color here, and it's going to take me through all my different sliders. But there are 2 additional color pickers to add even more variation to your characters. And then I wanted to show you guys the back details before I forget that too. So let me just get a clean costume here. And if I go to backpacks, I'll reset it. And you go backwards. We have arachnoid arms, and they have different tints, so you can colorize them a little bit different. You can actually pick the colors on those too. That actually looks cool. Look at the stripes on the lion's head. What is that? I have to know for the future. Oh, cool. You can put marks on them. It looks great. Okay. Do the arachnid. Circle of Thorns, that's already in there. Pretty sure anybody can have that. But look at the back detail. Look at the glow in there. Is that the same one? I'll have to look through. That looks a little different than what I'm used to. Here's the meat doctor. Actually, this is the one with the giant saw blades we were talking about earlier. Really see him there. And the IDF communicator be up on your shoulder. Here's the Eletron. This is, get away kitty, from the insect pack as well. I have really cool insect costume pieces, but I'm on my other computer which doesn't have them saved. And then that's it. I wanted to see that one. Scarab Backpack. I thought that was different, or in a different location. No, I guess that is the one. I never really noticed that it has the glow at the base of the back there. I thought that was... I guess not. Very cool looking. So that's just a look at it, and then you guys need to play this. You got to come over here. Check out, go to community.com, CoHMMUNITY. Check out the server pages that I wrote. Get caught up on all of the information, the major changes. Not every single thing is listed here, but all the major stuff that you guys would be wondering about is definitely listed on the community website. All right, looking at chat just for a minute before we call it for today. Oh god, we're gonna have something to talk about. I can tell already. Okay. Oh, and there is account recovery on the Thunderspy website. Yes. You can click account recovery. In your opinion, not going to talk about anything. In your opinion, why is Homecoming so uptight? You know their users would love to have these additions. I'm not going to derail this live stream talking about all that crazy stuff. I might do a specific video or live stream where I go over everything. I'm writing a specific article about everything, so that should be up soon. They don't want to share the code. The other servers don't need their help. They were being jerks and made it difficult for a lot of people to start. There's a lot of crazy stuff. I can't really go into it right now, but in the future, I'll talk about why that is. There's a lot of good reasons. I just don't want to, like, everyone's just going to focus on that if I bring that up here. So, they have the highest population for now, and that is because they screwed everybody else over at the start and actually put a fake cease and desist letter to UV and made him set down his server early on, but whatever. There was someone that used to work on Kerbal that got all salty because they couldn't reverse engineer. Yeah, we have people that worked on Team Fortress 2 hats. We have teachers. We have electrical engineers. We have... I don't know what everybody's real job is. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of people that just put everything they have into this game. All their free time. The guy that's helping me host my website and make the mobile app and all that is the owner of the Unity server, so he's got a bunch of things going on. We all just dedicate what we can and what we whatever skills we have. And my skill was interviewing people, and that's how I got started. Was I interviewed the owner of the Thunderspy Gaming server. It was the first City of Heroes sit-down podcast that I did, and it went well. And that was the point where I think Homecoming really started to hate me, because I was giving promotional videos to the other servers, which I had done like 30 or 40 Homecoming ones by that point, but they didn't give a shit about that. And just everyone's trying their best to bring what they can. Some people know a lot about how to make costumes. Some people know how to make the power sets. And what I want to do is get that information to you guys. Like, there's a video where I'm cutting up right now of the owner of the Sanctuary server. While he was developing powers, he live streamed it. So I'm going to cut that up and post it onto my channel because he said that I could. And we'll show you guys one way that you could potentially make power sets. It's basically just copy and pasting on a file, and then you give it to a developer in one of the servers, give it to them over Discord, and they will get it in the game for you if you copy and paste and sort of just develop your own set that way. If you know how to do 3D modeling and stuff like that, all the better. And they could probably use your help on the Thunderspy server. They'll show you what to use, what programs work, what doesn't work, and just come join the community. That's why we call it the community website, because it is brought to you by the community of City of Heroes players who want to see City of Heroes grow and expand beyond just what we have available now. And there's no limits in the modding and the open source style of City of Heroes and what can really happen, because I know on other servers they're breaking down the barriers of, oh, these powers work this way, or it takes, you know, however many hours to render and load and get something working in the game. They're getting faster and quicker, and more things are coming out all the time. And I would love to see you guys in game. I would love to see you checking out the community website. I'd like to see people on the subreddit showing like cool things that they found, pictures of their stuff. Go to the r/City of Heroes costumes and post your pictures and all that cool stuff. And just looking at chat right now, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream for today. So someone says, yeah, I should make a dedicated video and stream. I have a dedicated article to it. If you read the Homecoming article on the community website right now, you'll get a lot of the information as to why I don't like them. I'll put it that way. I won't show it here, but go look at it. I'm still working on it, but there's a lot of good info. Go to the Homecoming one. It's really funny. Maybe if I stream Homecoming, I'll show it on a scroll like I'm doing right now. They would fucking hate that. That'd be so funny. I would share my Homecoming handle, but I'll be banned for it. Yeah, I got banned from their Discord. I got banned from their server. They will ban anybody for any stupid reason. I know a lot of people got banned from them. Fuck them. Come play on a cool server that would appreciate you more. Come be a cool hero. Be one of the few tanks on the server, you know, or whatever. Help people run or make cool minions and pets, and it's just super cool. And I think that's going to do it for us here. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you next week, Tuesday, at 1 o'clock p.m. for the Paragon Live Podcast. My name is StatesmansPalJimmy. I almost said SPJimmy, but I changed it to StatesmansPalJimmy on the full thing, so people know really what my name is a reference to. And hopefully I'll see you guys on Twitter at SPJimmy_YT. And let me know what server you think I should do next week. I'm leaning towards Sanctuary right now, is I think what I'm going to do. And they have a lot of players there and streamers there, so that would be pretty cool. And then I'm going to cover Unity at some point. I'm waiting for them to get a couple of power sets onto there that I know the Dark Noise is working on right now. So they might be getting like Synergist, and they're getting like a snow-based power set that the Dark Noise made. Well, check that one out. And other than that, I need to show Victory. I need to show Asmodee. which I could do. Those are kind of smaller servers, but I could totally cover them. We'll get some people playing, or I'll just play by myself. That's all I do anyways. And I already showed Cake Evolution, but I'll circle back because there's a lot to show for them. But I want to get a couple other servers in, and then I'll go back to Cake because there's always stuff to show on Cake. That's like my go-to server for new power sets. Every week there's something new. And other than that, that's really all I need to show that's left. Yeah, that'd be good. Anyways, alright, I'm going to call it for today. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the show. And I will see you next week. Stay safe, Paragon City.